I get a lot of questions on what is the best budget camera to buy. Now, this investment does get pretty expensive, so I always suggest to use their phone first. And I'm going to prove to you that you can shoot and edit with just this device. Let me show you. Places to go, people to meet, videos to shoot. Rinse and repeat. I was living fast until everything slowed down. Hikes with my dog are now indoors. Weddings, birthdays, and Easter are celebrated on Zoom chat.
Dearly beloved.
Cheers. Cheers. Thank you. My rinse and repeat now looks like this. Road trips have turned into car rides around the neighborhood. Although everything has changed, I'll make sure that something good comes out of this. I'll be using the back camera. I know I can't see what I'm shooting, but it is the best image quality. For the slow motion part of my video, I did shoot it in 1/8 times slow-mo, and then for the beginning of my video, I shot it in normal speed. I can't stress enough how important lighting is. Either use natural lighting or an LED. To create some camera movement, you can use a shirt like I did here for a fake slider. Get creative if you don't have the gear. When shooting, I like to lower the exposure a bit because sometimes your phone footage will overexpose the highlights and blow them out. Look for creative compositions, different angles, low angles, high angles. Try to get that shallow depth of field. I know it's really difficult with a phone, but if you do, it will make your footage stand out that much more. Film things you love and care about. It'll make the project that much more meaningful to you. As you can tell, the theme is just doing the best you can with what you have. And I know with aspiring filmmakers and photographers, you want the best gear, myself included, or the newest laptop, newest computer to edit on. So I'm partnering with KineMaster to show you guys exactly what you can create with just the device you have already. Now let me show you how I edited all that footage that I shot on my phone. First, you're gonna need some music. For this one, I chose to use Artlist. I just logged on directly on the website, and then I just downloaded the songs directly on my phone from the Downloads History tab. I noticed importing footage is a lot easier than dealing with a camera because you don't have to deal with SD cards, card readers, or hard drives. This way you just open up the camera tab and click whatever clips you want and it'll import it directly into the timeline. Personally, for my workflow, I like to work in sections, so I'll put down several clips and cut that to the music and organize it that way before I move on to the next set of clips. You can use your finger to shorten or lengthen the clips, or you could use the trimming tools if you want to slice off the ends or trim it right in the middle. This is the longest part of the process, so you will have to have patience, but most importantly, have fun, get creative, and pick the best looking shots in order to tell your story. If you want to change the text or graphics, there are a bunch of options. You could either type it out, you could hand draw it, which I think is pretty cool, but I think my handwriting is pretty bad. There's also shapes like arrows and squares and circles if you need to emphasize anything in your video. For my text, what I ended up playing with was the drop shadow as well as adding a background color to make it stand out a little more. You could also add in and out animations, so for mine I did an individual lettering keyboard effect. Now for the effects and overlays, there are a bunch to choose from and you could download your favorites. For this video I used the cinematic opening to give my phone footage a little bit more oomph. And I really liked how they turned out and I didn't have to keyframe anything, which is very nice. I really enjoyed doing the voiceover for this video. It made it really simple. There's also a bunch of different audio effects. So for my voice, I added a bass booster to give it a bit more roundness. Hikes with Yumi are now back and forth stair climbs. You could review it, you could re-record it. I re-recorded a bunch of times because I'm just so OCD. Something that really helps any video stand out is the use of sound effects. They have a library in the app, so I chose a heartbeat when I talk about everything slowing down to give a little bit more emotion, and then I also chose a keyboard typing effect for the end text. Wow, these color grading tools I was really surprised with. Sometimes when you have phone apps that deal with photography or video, it's very limited in its editing capabilities, but this thing had pretty much everything I needed, as well as a whole bunch of different LUTs. For those who don't know, LUTs are pretty much a color grade that you would put over to give an effect like warm colors or blue shadows. I chose a low saturated one that had a bit more purples in the shadows because that just fits my vibe. My favorite part of the process is finally exporting and sharing it with everybody. And you didn't need a computer, you didn't need a camera, you did it all on the device you use every day anyways. But if you do plan to shoot and edit with your phone, congratulations when you make it this far, good job. So get ready to share your work with the world. Hopefully that was helpful. Find my G because I post there on the daily. You do you, fam, and I'll see you when I see you. Done.